Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon and welcome back to part 2 of the Star Wars Rebels premiere. It's again, Heroes of Mandalore part 2. We saw in the first episode that Sabine and the group managed to rescue her father, but unfortunately it was at the expense and the cost of the life of her mother and brother after the weapon that she created was brought into play and fried them to a crisp. Owen and Beru style. I think that should be a new kind of... If I ever own a Star Wars themed restaurant, I'm gonna have some kind of a barbecue menu where you can get Owen and Beru style fried chicken or something, or something along those lines. That just popped into my head. So that's the plan now. We're saving up money to make a Star Wars restaurant where we're going to have names like that. So yeah, obviously we're going to be dealing with the fallout. A couple of interesting points were raised in the first episode. Who is the new Duchess? I went back and listened, and he does say, they will bow before the Duchess. So who's that going to be this time around? It's unlikely to happen, but it'd be cool if we got some kind of a Boba Fett appearance here. Really doubt that's going to happen, but you can hope. So yes, once again, the full version of this reaction will be up a little bit later on today, after I've managed to upload the first part. So yes, if you want to see that, Patreon down below. And yeah, let's jump into it. So enough chat, let's react. Ooh, that really did a job on them.
There were rumors the Empire was working on a weapon to neutralize Mandalorian armor. That it had even been tested on our people. I didn't believe it.
Why do you need to test it on people?
Me. This is all my fault.
Why wouldn't you just test it on the armor itself?
For this?
I suppose Evil Empire doesn't need explaining.
Ezra. This is my work. I created the weapon that did this.
Yes.
And because of me, the Empire is going to turn my world into a graveyard.
You are the Mandalorian Galen Erso.
Mandalorians are going to die. My mother and brother are...
alive. Oh, what a... Of course they're the only two who survived.
Tristan! Mother!
You couldn't depend on this show to have a little bit of darkness in it, could you?
I thought I lost you.
We were caught at the edge of the weapon's range. Thanks to your warning, we made it out.
The others weren't so lucky.
God damn it, Rebels and your kiddie
Choppers picked up
tendencies.
Survivors?
Oh man, she's really not messing around now, is she?
Get Sabine's mother and father out of here. Come on.
Uh-oh. Great. Rather than aiming at them, at the people, aim at the transport.
Sabine. Sabine.
This is where the Empire lost people.
All right. Let's go.
They just weren't making the right decisions. Well, who's gonna save you this time? No, TIE fighters, they're definitely not coming to save you. Oh, okay, but that is... I'm amazed that the jetpacks can maintain the same speed as a TIE fighter. Okay, that definitely would do more than just... That would kill you. Huh. Oh! Grenade. I was going to say the TIE pilot didn't do any kind of acrobatics to try and knock him off or anything. If that was me, I'd be like doing spins and everything. Because that's a good trick. That's also a good trick with a rocket.
Superheating it and instantly vaporizing the target.
Wow.
And all the while, doing no harm to our Imperial
Oh, that's...
stormtroopers.
Well, that is a very good
The
weapon.
is fully operational, as promised.
I mean no disrespect, but what will stop the Empire from using the weapon on us as well?
Unquestioning loyalty, Captain.
Aren't they wearing stormtrooper
Now,
armor?
Find Sabine Wren.
Yeah, just don't wear Mandalorian armor and you'll be fine.
It was a challenge and I was arrogant. But when I realized the Empire tested it and actually planned to use it, I sabotaged the prototype and destroyed the plans. I thought that was the end of it, I swear to you.
God, you really were stupid if you didn't think that they built a weapon to use it.
So why not make your armor out of something different?
Yeah, that's
Ezra,
what I said.
The armor I wear is 500 years old. I reforged it to my liking, but the battles, the history, the blood, all lives within it. And the same goes for every Mandalorian.
Well, your blood's gonna live in it as well if you carry on.
Identity. It makes us Mandalorians who we are.
That's just
And now it's
arrogance.
going to make us dead.
Yeah. She's right. Bo-Katan is right. Is it that easy just to get on board a Star Destroyer? Like, I thought there was like force fields that stop people from getting into the hangar.
Best bet they're working on the Duchess up there.
The Duchess?
Oh,
Named your
that's the
weapon after my
Duchess.
sister? The former ruler of Mandalore.
Wow.
It was a series of bad decisions, okay?
That's messed up. Hey, Obi-Wan.
Hey!
You know what your former lover's legacy is? Yeah, crisping people
Hold them off.
on Mandalore.
Dan and I'll get to the weapon.
Okay, still not hearing any alarms.
There it is.
It doesn't seem so dangerous like this.
It's like, raise the alarm, guys.
What's that sound?
Oh no, it's been activated.
Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Oh, no, I know why. It's been... The dosage has been lowered.
Palpatine has shown me the way to true power.
You just call him Palpatine and not the Emperor? Oh. Well,
This is not enough power to kill you. Just to teach you a lesson that in the end, all of Mandalore will bow to me.
okay. He's definitely gonna die. What is it with Mandalorians and, like, them just not actually wanting to be part of the Empire? They just want power.
Hurry up!
The fact he called him Palpatine shows he doesn't care. Are they wiping all the
Erase
records?
everything, every piece of data on that weapon they've got.
Sabine Warren, what's your status? Sabine! She's in trouble.
Go. Chopper and I'll finish here.
Surely you should have been able to sense that. Your senses are not very in tune with the Force, young Padawan.
Bridger? I finished my mission. Now I have to finish yours too. The data core was the easier mission.
Will you two knock it
Also, do you not think they would have protected the data, knowing that they were trying to get on?
I'll do what you want.
But
Sabine, don't!
no, just where's your sense of honor? I bet you she's
This
gonna
weapon of yours, it can unite the houses.
she's gonna backfire it.
It can bring peace.
As long as our people are on their knees before you and your
I bet you she's reconfigured it to
Mandalore
the
must adapt
stormtrooper
to
armor.
survive. Would you rather we destroy ourselves in a fight that cannot be won?
It's done. The weapon is at full power now, but I'm begging you, don't.
Now it can't be that simple.
I'll take that into consideration.
A few presses of a button. Yeah. See? He's wearing stormtrooper armor. I knew there was a reason for it. Now turn it up and make him into dust. Oh, nice. Sizzle, sizzle. Oh, yeah, you just did it to Ezra.
The weapon's been turned against the Empire. Hands up.
Wow, is this going right the way through the ship? So, oh, that went right through him. So she was able to upgrade it in terms of its...
Enough power to kill you, just to make you suffer. How does it feel?
Sabine, stop!
No,
Mandalore
carry
must
on.
be free.
Hope or fear? The choice is yours.
Stop making sense and let them fry.
Don't worry about them because this entire place is about to blow.
We should probably
I like that. So it's like, well, I won't kill you by frying you. I'll just kill you by the explosion of, you know, damaging the core. And another Star Destroyer is about to go boom boom. Okay, well that's an end for Clan Saxon, I guess.
Clan Visla is with you.
Clan Rook is with you.
Clan Ember
All
is
other
with
clans are together.
Freeze is with you.
you. The Protectors are with you.
Clan Ren is with you.
Now
Well,
I understand why
there's
the
a bit of
Saber came to
unity.
me. It came to me so I could pass it to you.
Yes. Bo-Katan taking up her sister's
I
place.
accept this sword for my sister, for my clan, and for all of Mandalore.
Yes. Okay, so is this the end of the Mandalore stuff now? It'd be funny if all the rockets just went... Right, okay, so that's the end of the season 4 premiere. Yeah, it's kind of like this episode teetered on the line of, you know, being dark. You know, I was kind of really hoping that Sabine's mother and brother were dead. And then it's like when they revealed that they were alive, I was like, oh, come on. They're afraid to take that step, you know, for some reason. I know this is supposed to be for a younger audience, but, you know, come on. If you're going to tease it, there's nothing wrong with going through with it. You know, you left us at the end of the first episode thinking that they were dead, so why not just follow through with it? You've got no problem blowing up an entire Star Destroyer full of stormtroopers. Why not some characters that actually have some emotional weight to the story that would, you know, give Sabine a reason to go and kick the Empire's arse through the rest of the series. I mean, with regards to the weapon, I find it really silly that the fact that you just have to press a few buttons and it's reconfigured not just in range but in target as well. You know, and I know it's just to serve the plot, but it's just little silly things like that get me. You know, I definitely kind of feel like this was an okay story, but it just kind of falls down with some plot holes. Like, for me now, looking at that, Mandalore is a clear, obvious threat to the Empire, and we are, only, say, at most a year away from A New Hope in the story, and that means the Death Star is near completion. Now, for me, if I was Tarkin during A New Hope, and I've got a choice of planets to test the weapon on, he chooses Alderaan. Now, I can understand why, because he's trying to get the information out of Princess Leia. There's a lot of emotion there, so she's more likely to give that information away. But really, what tactical value does Alderaan have when you've got Mandalore? I mean, Princess Leia is going to feel the same emotion either way. You know, if you're threatening to kill billions of people, she's not going to want you to do it. She's going to do what she can to save those people, because that's the type of person she is. So why not kill two birds with one stone? Actually destroy a rebellious planet that is causing you problems, you know, at the same time as getting the base's location. I know that in their mind they're probably thinking, oh, well, Tarkin's idea was to do that after he dealt with the rebellion, but I don't know. It's just little things like that that open, you know, I start to think about because of these kind of plot lines. You know, if Mandalore was still in the middle of a civil war, then there wouldn't be that there. It's, I don't know. It's just very, very intriguing to think about, you know, what could be or what could happen. I don't think it's a massive thing, you know, but it's just these little things that I think about. So yeah, it wasn't a bad premiere. I mean, by all means, it's not the strongest. And I certainly hope the season gets stronger from here on out. You know, it's basically, it was a story of decent action, a lot of good misdirection in the case of, you know, sort of thinking that people had died, but at the same time I'm kind of like, you know, just take that one step extra on the dark side and have people actually who we care about die. You know, yeah, it was dark seeing those troopers get disintegrated, but at the same time they're just random troopers who we don't know anything about. So yeah, but it seems like that's that for Mandalore. They've tied off the arc. Bo-Katan's in charge. House Saxon or Clan Saxon are gone. and it looks like the houses are uniting against the Empire, so I'm fully expecting that we will not visit Mandalore again, unless it's at some point in the future for another project. For Star Wars Rebels, I'm assuming it's going to move on now to the Rebellion, which I'm kind of looking forward to. You know, in all honesty, I enjoy Mandalore, but I think there's been a heavy focus on the last sort of season or so, and I think we can just get back now towards the Rebellion and just finish off the main story. You know, we haven't seen Zeb in this episode. In fact, I think him and Rex are the only crew. Well, like, I mean, Rex isn't even a proper crew member, but Zeb is the only crew member there who we didn't see. You know, we saw Hera in the hologram, so it'd be nice to get back just to seeing them all together again on the Ghost and moving on the story from there. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. As I say, the full reaction will be up soon, and I'll see you for next week's episode.